Welcome to another episode of Prince Manufacturing Podcast, a continuous series of talks where experts discuss complex topics and processes of manufacturing, cost reduction, best practices, and related matters. Welcome to another episode of Prince Manufacturing Podcast. Today we have a real treat. With us is a guest speaker. His name is Marc Gilmour of MudMixer. Welcome, Marc, to our show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Marc, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, there's not a lot to tell. My name is Marc Gilmour. I'm the Senior Vice President of MudMixer. And we're a small group of very talented individuals that I've surrounded myself with. And we've come up with a great idea. And so I specialize in bringing products to market, and MudMixer is frankly the most exciting product I've ever been a part of. And I'm an old guy.
Thank you. So would you please tell us more about MudMixer? What is it? What is it used for? And how did the idea come about?
Well, MudMixer is a very innovative mixing machine that can be used with concrete, mortar, stucco, grout, pool mix, poolcrete. It's used in so many different ways, many ways that we never envisioned. Our customer base has found a number of uses for the MudMixer. And quite simply, it's a continuous concrete mixing machine to be used with pre-mixed material such as Quikrete or Sackcrete, Poolcrete. It's very, very simple to use. It's very fast. Certainly, when you compare it to the other ways to mix these dry mixes, it's very fast. It's very consistent with its mix, and it's easy operate. You never lift a bag above your waist. You never have to open a bag yourself. With the old-fashioned way of doing things, you have to pick the bag up and you have to open it. You have to dump it into a barrel mixer above your shoulder. You have to guess on the amount of water that you utilize. And with the MudMixer, you never lift it above your waist. You drop it into the hopper. It meets an auger system that delivers the dry mix to a wet zone, and you dial up your water ratio, and the chute will deliver your mix directly into your forms. There's no need for a wheelbarrow. There's no need for a group of guys with wheelbarrows. You simply connect a water source and a power source, and you roll the MudMixer exactly where you want it to go. Easy, quick, and very, very consistent.
Mm-hmm. That sounds really, really exciting, because another thing, the little I've seen in MudMixer is that when you mix a large quantities in some kind of a mixer container, sometimes you may have leftovers. And I think with MudMixer, that chances are reduced, right, of having unnecessary leftovers.
Oh, completely. So with the MudMixer, you're going to use the MudMixer not on large jobs. We're not going to do a parking lot or a foundation for a house, but we will certainly do it for any job where you have to get a partial load of concrete delivered, or any job that is difficult to get to. The MudMixer weighs only 145 pounds. It's on a wheelbarrow base, so it will fit through any gate or any doorway. It can be carried upstairs or downstairs. So you have tremendous flexibility in the jobs that you can utilize the MudMixer for. So we say if a job is 2 yards or less, it's going to be very cost efficient and time efficient to utilize a MudMixer. One person can truly lay 1 yard of concrete in 1 hour. Mm-hmm. And so while that's not as fast as pulling up a truck, you're also not paying for that truck. You're not paying for the overages. You're not paying for the short charge. You're not dependent on their time frame. You can actually work when and how you like at the pace you like with the MudMixer. So it's really opened itself up to a lot of different industries. Plumbers use the MudMixer to fix the cracks, the repair jobs that they have to do. Before MudMixer, they would have to mix it by hand, and sometimes the repair of the concrete took more time than the actual plumbing job that they're supposed to be doing. So plumbers, fence builders, landscapers, large contractors are using this to get back in control of their time and their manpower. Small contractors are creating a business utilizing the MudMixer, because now all of a sudden, all the pads, all the decorative curbing, all the pergolas, all the patios that everybody wants to have done, and it was cost prohibitive because of the man hours it took, and you had to buy extra equipment. All of a sudden, they can just go and buy a bunch of Quikrete and throw bags at it. And as long as they're throwing bags at the MudMixer, it's continuously delivering its mix. So they can truly go out and create a business doing small jobs that every household and business needs to have done.
And is it true that I see it correctly that you can actually hook up the hose directly into the equipment?
That's right. So it needs a water source and a power source. Now, ideally, you hook up a garden hose and you plug it into power, and away you go. Now, there are some jobs that are remote that don't have city water, right, or well water, so you can very easily hook it up to a container of water with a simple pump. It only needs about 30 psi of pressure to operate. And so you can very easily do that anywhere you are, have a supply of water and a power source.
And that's great, because I was thinking right away, you don't have to measure how much water you put in, because the machine takes as much as it needs.
That's exactly correct. So you do have a great deal of variability in your water dial. So it is a constant speed auger system. The variable that is there is the water. And so you can dial up as little or as much water as you need on that job site that day. Every job site is going to have water pressure that is different. It may even vary during the day on the job site. So the water dial, you can change it in real time. And that's what is so neat about it, because there are many mixtures that need just a little bit of water. Grout and mortar, for instance, you just need a little bit of water. And there are other situations where you need quite a bit of water. And we have a great variability in that water dial so that we can accommodate a variety of mixes.
Yeah, that was kind of like, wow, this is really cool. I want one of them, even though I don't need concrete or something.
You know, it's kind of like owning a tuxedo. You know, if you own a tuxedo, you're going to find opportunities to wear it. Well, with this MudMixer, if you own one or have the ability to go rent one at your local tool rental store, well, you're going to find opportunities to use it, because it's so simple, so easy. I've got older gentlemen that have used the MudMixer, and I'm talking in their 70s and early 80s, where they have rented a machine and gone out and thrown 20, 30, 40 bags of concrete for a patio or a small slab that they needed. And they had told the rental shop, this is going to take 2 days, so I'm going to rent it out for two and a half days. And they would bring the machine back in less than 2 hours because it was finished. I mean,
no way.
And you know, and so it's super, super simple. It's just it's such a simple machine, and people look at it and say, why didn't I come up with that?
Right.
Where was this 20 years ago? And it is amazing. I mean, we are selling every machine we can get our hands on And that is the primary reason that I started looking in Mexico to find a partner for us to manufacture. Currently, we are doing all of our manufacturing in Asia. And while they do a fine job and are very proud of the work they do, it's a challenge doing things with the shipping challenges today. If not for the shipping challenges, doing business overseas with our manufacturer is beautiful. I mean, they do a great job, but we do have shipping challenges. And so it became apparent that I needed to find a second partner that could share the manufacturing process with our partner in Asia. And we're in Lubbock, Texas, and El Paso is only 5.5 hours away. So I went to the Economic Development Group in El Paso, made a presentation on the MudMixer, explained what our concerns were, and asked if they knew of anyone that would be a proper fit. And Prince was one of those that they identified as a proper fit for our simple machine. And I actually met with the Prince group that afternoon. Iram and Alex I left El Paso and I thought, God, this is just beautiful. I mean, Iram is very, very, what's the right term? He gave me a lot of confidence. I mean, he really understood what our challenges were. He felt very strongly that his group could produce the MudMixer and distribute the MudMixer very easily, very cost effectively, and at very high level of workmanship. Alex has been a joy to work with. He communicates very, very well, and he and I have become friends, and I really trust that he's got our best interest at heart. And we have done samples, and you guys have hit it out of the park. The workmanship, the attention to detail is so far has exceeded my expectations. I now have a different level of expectation because of the work that Clemente and Blanca and Mario have done. They too take great pride, and I mean, they take ownership of MudMixer. I think they think about it as often as I do, and they are dedicated to making this work. I just got off the phone with them, and I can call them anytime. That's another thing that I love about the Prince group, is that they're very accessible. And I can call them at any time of the day or night, or certainly send an email anytime after hours. And I know that Clemente, Blanca, and Mario specifically respond, and they take ownership of this project. And I have great confidence. We have not even finalized the design yet for the Mexico build, and we're already placing a second order.
Oh,
and we haven't produced anything yet, but I've got such great confidence in those guys that it's easy to go ahead and place another order. And so I think that's what sets Prince apart in my mind, is their ownership of our project, our company. They want us to succeed. They want to do things right. And they take it very, very seriously. But yet we can visit and we can talk it through, and we can be honest with each other. Not every conversation has been, roses and puppy dogs and rainbows. I mean, we've had some hard conversations, and we can all hang up after those conversations, and we understand each other. And more importantly, we act and we move forward, and we know we're all in this together. And that's that's comforting to me. You know, sitting over here trying to build a company that we're taking worldwide, it's very, very comforting to have a manufacturing partner that understands our dreams, understands the need to be very deliberate and very intentional in every decision that we make, and provide the highest quality product that we possibly can. Mm. And I believe that's what we've got here at Prince. And we, MudMixer, we take great pride in our customer service. Mm-hmm. And I talk to almost every customer myself. And if there is an issue, I do talk to every customer. And I'm an owner of the company, and it's important to me that our customers have the best possible experience they can have. Because this is a new machine. It's a new technology. It's not doing things the way they've always done them. So it's hard for some customers to really wrap their arms around it and embrace it, because it's new. And sometimes things don't go as planned, right? Things happen. And they may have an issue. And boy, we're going to jump on it immediately. We take care of our customers same day. We ship all spare parts the same day that the call comes in. We follow up. We make sure that that customer is happy. And I have a feeling and a real sense that Prince does the same thing, because we have had, it's been a long process. I mean, nothing happens quickly, as you know, in the manufacturing world. But the Prince Group is engaged every day, and they have certainly been in tune with our process and our timeline. And I'm super excited about the future with Prince.
Yeah, what you shared, Mark. Thank you. You're right on. You described the Prince Group team right on. If they believe in the product and the customer, which they do, all of them, then they will definitely, go out of the way to make sure it's successful for both of the companies. Absolutely. So thank you.
One thing, and I hate to interrupt, but
yeah, no,
it's not just Iram and Alex and Mario and Blanca and Clemente. As I walked through your plant, and I was outside the plant during a break, every employee was curious and wanted to meet us, and they were very hospitable. And I've been in the plant numerous times, and I just feel like I'm at home. And they do take pride in their work, whether it's our project or one of the many other projects that you have on the floor. They take great pride in what they do. And I found that to be very interesting, that I could go into your facility and feel at home.
Yes.
And I've done that ever since the first time I was there. I feel like I belong, and I feel like they're proud of MudMixer.
Excellent. Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. Wonderful. So you shared with us the question I was going to ask you, but you did already answer it. So it's fantastic. It was what led you to consider Prince as your partner. You already have said that. Thank you. How about, without giving any secret sauce, what is Prince going to do for MudMixer?
Prince is going to allow us tremendous flexibility. We will be able to produce product today on a Tuesday, and we can probably ship it to a customer by Thursday.
Wow.
That's important, right?
Yeah.
So we will be able to manage our inventory in real time with Prince, which we can't do working overseas. We're a slave to the shipping process. We will be able to redesign or correct or inspect, or surprise inspect and have quality control that we normally couldn't have. We're only 5.5 hours away by truck. So we can pop in at any time. And if we have an issue, we can correct it same day in real time with prints. If we have opportunities where we have a customer that needs a large quantity of MudMixers in a short period of time, we can do that. If we need to change the color scheme of a MudMixer for a certain group of customers, we can do that.
Sure.
With prints. So it just provides us with a great deal of flexibility that most manufacturers don't have. Everything is 6 months to 8 months out on the best case scenario. And with prints, we literally could be a matter of days out, right? And I think that's a huge advantage in today's marketplace.
Yeah. Wow. Excellent. That's so good. Absolutely. So this next question, I think you touched on it. I'm not sure if you want to expand on it, but what specific challenges played a role in your decision to go with prints and contract manufacturing?
You know, manufacturing as a whole is a challenge. There's so many moving parts, and it's got to be orchestrated in such a manner that all those moving parts come together to create an end product. And while we have a wonderful manufacturing partner in Asia that does most everything beautifully, we do have challenges in communication. We have challenges in our timeline. And we have challenges in making revisions to any of our systems, where we would be looking at 6 to 8 months, best case scenario, to see a change come to fruition. With print manufacturing being truly just a few hours away from us and in the same basic time zone, and being able to communicate very effectively and directly, we have the ability to not only make revisions or fix any shortcomings or alter the plan. We can do that in real time. I could speak with Clemente or Blanca this morning, and I could be in your facility this afternoon, and we can make any revisions that we need to make. We can provide quality control that's on me, not 100% on the manufacturer, you, in real time. We can get product out tomorrow that we created today.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, that's very, very cool.
Yeah, that's great.
And I also believe that Mario has done an unbelievable job of sourcing product and components. And it appears that Mexico has the ability to get their hands on just about any component imaginable.
Oh, great.
And that's comforting.
Good. That's great. Wow, great. So you told us that with MudMixer, something's actually surprised you, where it actually created new business opportunities for smaller contractors and such. Is there anything else that MudMixer surprised you after you went to market?
You know, the pace in which MudMixer has been accepted throughout the nation has been amazing. It's a new product. It's a product that that replaces something that it's almost like replacing the wheel. I mean, they've been mixing concrete and other mixtures the same old-fashioned way forever and ever and ever. And the MudMixer is just a new, fresh, innovative, easy, quick, clean way to do it. And we knew it was, but we're a little bitty company. And without the resources that a you know, a Milwaukee Tool or a national, international company has. And we have built our business with social media, some basic marketing skills, and a machine that is visual and easy for so many people to understand. And it has absolutely exploded. We have found markets that, or applications, I would say, that we never dreamed of as we were creating this machine. It is just a machine that works in a number of different arenas, but it makes life simpler and easier for everyone that uses it. So the pace in which it has been accepted is phenomenal. And we will be going into other countries during the first quarter of 2023. And that is all because of customer interest and a desire from our customer base to be in these other countries. And we've only had product in the market for about 14 months now. And it's crazy how fast it has blown up.
So when you were speaking in the beginning, when you said this is kind of change of the industry mentality kind of in the smaller applications, I thought of iPhone. When iPhone first came to market, it just totally disrupted everything, because now it wasn't just an iPhone. Now you can actually listen to music to it. And then later on, you can actually watch movies on it. Now you can even use it as a leveler when you do a little mini project. It's crazy, So I kind of like, obviously MudMixer is different than iPhone, obviously, but
MudMixer is different, although it's, to us, the small group that is involved with MudMixer, it's exciting. I mean, super exciting. We started MudMixer as just an add-on. We have other business interests, and we've got the perfect business model in our other business that provides us with a lot of free time. And MudMixer came our way, and not near the product that it is, but an idea came to us, and on a Thursday, and by Sunday we thought, you know what, I think we can develop something special here. And so it consumed us for about 2.5 years, every day, making the product, testing it, tweaking it, revising it, coming up with better ideas. I mean, so many elements of the current MudMixer were created as the four of us were utilizing the current design that we had, and we would come up with an idea and we would put it into practice, and then we would tweak it and we would make it better. And we were very patient in coming to the market because we wanted it to be the best machine possible. Now, once we got to market, our customer base has come up with some tremendous ideas. And so we are working on new ideas that our customer base has come up with. Many of our customers have revised the product and have put it on a different platform to meet their needs. And, these guys in the field are genius, and they have utilized and revised the MudMixer to fit their needs. And so we get feedback from them, and we have made the MudMixer better and better and better. And that's another key advantage of Prince, is that when we come up with these better ideas, we can implement them very quickly.
Yeah, that's great. Wow. Well, Marc, you've whet many people's appetites right now for MudMixer, including mine. So please tell us, how can people connect with you, MudMixer, and get one?
We are very proud to have a website that explains our product very clear. It's very, very clear how the MudMixer works. And you can go to MudMixer.com. You can see a number of videos. You can order product there. You can also see a map where we have a list of our distribution partners. And you can reach out to most any rental store and ask for a MudMixer. Many of them will have it. Many will not. Many will want to have one after you show them our website at MudMixer.com. We're always looking for quality distribution partners. You can see a number of YouTube videos. If you look up MudMixer, a number of our customers have put up their own MudMixer reviews. We have yet to have a negative review. That's exciting for us. Most every experience is positive. Now, we've made mistakes, certainly, Marc. There are things that have not worked as designed, and we've made those revisions. And we'll always do so if we figure out something is not right. But you can find a large number of customer reviews on YouTube. You can certainly find us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Just look up MudMixer and you'll find it. We label it as a continuous concrete mixer. Some people have us as a portable continuous mixer with a chute. Now keep in mind the chute swivels from handle to handle. So it makes it very easy to work with your projects because you have the ability to deliver that mixture exactly where you want it without the use of a wheelbarrow.
Wow, that sounds really good. So Marc, thank you very much for your insightful information about yourself and MudMixer and your group and how you guys are working together with Prince Manufacturing. It was very, very good that I can, share with our public. So thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it, and we'll hope to speak to you soon.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it.
Thank you for listening. Sign up to receive Prince Manufacturing content through our newsletter and social media. If you wish to discuss your manufacturing needs, our experts are available for a complimentary consultation. Visit princemanufacturing.com.